Yo, what's up, people? What is going on? We are back. We are here. The second to last episode of Acolytes. And just waiting for Danny Graham to pop in here, and then we'll get it popping. I actually, you know, we always have the same thing over and over again. Oh, Mr. Graham is in the house. What up, Granny? Tell the people where they can find you, sir.
You can find me on The Road to Wisdom on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Find me on Strong Lives on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Find me on the Roundtable, Acolyte Roundtable at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right after that. And you can find me here every Tuesday, ready to go for this week and next.
Yep, 2 episodes left. Thank you, Lord. I mean, this show is almost as bad as people who say Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball. You know what I mean?
Hey, there's some people that don't have good sense, and they can't always. Well,
yes, that is correct. I'm still trying to get Danny
gotta take the good with the bad.
So, what are your predictions for this episode, Danny?
I really don't know. I think Soul is finally going to tell his story. I think we're probably going to see a little flashback of. I think we're going to get that Wookiee action a lot of people have been wanting. I thought I saw some of that on the previews. So I think we're going to see that. They love to keep panning back and forth from one story to the other one. That's a Star Wars classic move. So I think we'll probably see maybe might even see 3. Might pan to Quamirs, might pan to the Green Lady, and then pan to Soul. Keep going back and forth. But I think we're going to get a lot of backstory and back history and see what actually happened the night of that fire.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's about time, especially if this is the second to last episode.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be like 45 minutes. Well, I think I heard.
Is it?
I think I heard that.
Okay. Well, 45 minutes, I would say, with the credits and stuff, maybe 40-minute show. So that would
let me double check. Acolyte.
What up, DQ? How you doing, brother?
Episode 7 runtime.
Oh, while you're looking at that, for anybody, if you guys aren't watching Supercell on Netflix, check that out. That show is fire. I only watched the first episode. I'm halfway through the second one.
Oh, man, 43 minutes for both of them.
Okay.
What is Supercell about? That's about the black superheroes?
Yeah. It's just fire. It starts off good, and then it's good. You should check it out now.
You see it's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
All right, I might check that out. But tomorrow I'm going deep sea fishing. I ain't never done that before.
Wait, what do you mean deep sea fishing?
Like in the ocean.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you're actually like putting on the scuba gear.
Going
no. Okay.
I'm on top of the water at all times.
Got you.
I ain't lost nothing underwater.
Can you swim?
I can swim enough to save me, not to save nobody else.
Okay. Yeah, you're a Marine. You're supposed to be able to swim.
Fools start fighting. That's how a lot of people drown. Trying to save somebody. No. Okay, now. You better relax. Because when I get you, just relax. But you start fighting, and deuces.
You leaving them there?
It's my family member. I'm gonna fight for him, but it's somebody else. I'm like, look, I'm trying to save you. You don't cooperate. Okay. Largest fish you ever caught, Danny? Probably about 6-7-pound catfish.
Nice. So we have a special guest in the house.
Oh, yeah. Man. Hey, man, what's the invitation for?
Why you been sitting for? You know he ain't gonna stay.
I know. I mean, it's been a running gag already, so we might as well just keep it going, right? But Chill actually said he's gonna actually watch the episode with us
today. I'm actually gonna watch the episode this week. Nope. Yeah. Nah, I can't. I can't do that. I have to be consistent. If anything, I'm gonna watch all the episodes, all the YouTube videos about this episode. I'm gonna watch her on The View. I'm gonna look at everyone and what everyone has to say. I'm not watching this video.
Wow. See that? At least you
What?
watch what we have to say on the roundtables, though, right?
I'll watch your roundtables when I'm in the gym. You know, when I'm on that treadmill, getting skinnier. Yeah.
In other words, he ain't watching us, Danny.
No, I ain't watching nothing. Don't sit down and lie. No, he ain't watching nothing.
What do you mean? I love you guys. You're my favorite YouTubers.
Yeah. Only thing you watching is another recast T'Challa episode or something.
Facts, Danny.
So wait. So you're back on Team Recast T'Challa now, finally?
I ain't never been on Team Recast T'Challa.
Oh my goodness. Why don't you just join us? We need you.
No, you don't. You and Mark with a C, y'all got plenty of energy.
Yeah, we come with that energy. Most certainly. We're out here fighting for that recast, and we need people on our side. We're gonna get numbers. We're even coming for your grandkids.
That's fine. My grandkids, both of them rock T'Challa action figures and costumes.
There you go. And they don't want the little TJ. They want real T'Challa. Yeah.
To be honest with you, TJ will be T'Challa. So
in about 3 or 4 years, watch what I tell you.
Once a bastard, always a bastard.
So what does that mean? I know, but I mean, you gotta have two parents that's wedded to be a good person. I never see that written nowhere.
Oh, he bounced. Oh, he bounced actually.
He bounced.
You see, he bounced because he couldn't deal with your answer, Danny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I hear him and Mark say a lot about he's the bastard son. I mean, okay, he was
still don't mean he can't be a good
born
person.
out of wedlock, so I mean he can't. He still don't have the prince title, even though his parents weren't married.
Yeah, half of the brothers they know her, we know her. You know, bastard child, if you want to put it that way. You know what I mean? I'm not saying them because I don't know, but I'm just saying, you know, in general, we know a lot of them, right? That's what they said about.
Yeah, I'm not saying them. I'm like,
yeah. Here's a question: what did you think about Gladiator 2? Oh, I'm there for it.
I liked it. Seems like Denzel is not acting like they would act back in the Roman times. All that laughter, it remind me a lot of Lorenzo. Off of, I was like, is he supposed to be laughing and acting like that back then? I never seen no black Roman with that kind of power. Like he's a Caesar, look like or something. So,
I don't think he's a Caesar. I think remember in the first Gladiator, the guy that was like the one that run was
ran the gladiator business.
Yeah, I think that's what he does. Yeah.
I think he's trying to get power though.
Probably.
It looks very interesting.
Because he did say that guy was going to be his vessel, right? So he definitely wants.
I think he figured out that's Maximus' son.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is it going to be Maximus' son? I wasn't sure about that.
I think it's going to be Maximus' son.
Because they showed the mom, right?
In the first part, they were saying like they don't know what happened to him. You don't know what happened to his mom or his dad. So I'm pretty sure that once Maximus killed old boy, somebody took over and probably killed that woman because her son would be the heir to the throne. Yeah. So they probably killed Joaquin Phoenix's sister, or either banish her and then just made him orphan somewhere. And now he's gonna grow up, and I guarantee he's gonna be Maximus' son.
Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense because they show a lot of reference to the first one, right?
Yep, they show Maximus' armor and they show his sword.
Yeah,
and they show how a slave got. I think they said how a slave got revenge on an emperor.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I think I'm pretty much.
I wish it was sooner than that. Sooner than November, though.
Yeah, me too. And I think there was something else I seen too.
I want to see that werewolf movie, The Beast Within.
I didn't see the trailer for that yet.
bro. You gotta watch it.
At least I don't think I did. Maybe.
The Beast. I thought I sent you the clip.
Maybe. It's just not ringing a bell right now.
It's the guy that played. Oh, you wouldn't know him because you didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Somebody from Game of Thrones. I'll pass.
It's the guy that played on it.
I got you. Let's see here. We got 3 minutes for it to start. Dan, I put the link there in the private chat for you.
Watch this right here.
Yes, we are. Where are you always going?
I heard you last night. You need to take Willow away.
Okay, I think I've seen this, yeah.
I would never let anything hurt you. He is your father.
Yeah.
I didn't want this. This cursed. It gets harder to control the rage.
This can't go on.
He's gonna tear that child to pieces.
And then end of it, they show him transforming into something.
Huh?
Yeah.
I think
And
they met her.
They show him. Did you?
Two
of them?
I think both of them were transformed.
Oh.
They're gonna show her with fangs or something.
It's okay.
You think she got the curse too?
Don't be scared. I am a monster. Get inside!
Stop it! He loves us.
Kneel before your king.
Yeah. It looks tight.
Yeah. I always like the werewolf movies.
And Nika Tones. Yeah, I've seen, but yeah, I think you've seen it too. Danny, watch Beverly Hills Cop 4?
Yeah, watch it.
You weren't a big fan of it?
I was talking about y'all last night.
Oh yeah. You said you didn't like the daughter and stuff like that, which I agreed with.
Yeah, the daughter actually played the daughter was
yeah. I agree.
One thing about it I didn't like, but other than that, it was okay. I like Dolomite better though.
Which one?
Dolomite's my name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I like it better than Coming to America. I noticed you said Coming to America, but I think it's better.
I think he was funnier in Coming to America than he was in this movie in Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Really? Interesting. Mm-hmm. Well, the show is up. You got the link, Danny?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Guys, we are getting ready to watch this episode. Like I said, the link is there in the chat for y'all to watch it with us.
Now, how they say 35 minutes on this? They say 43 online.
Oh, no, it says 44 minutes.
A bitter truth is revealed. A bitter truth.
All right, guys, let's go.
Skip recap. I don't want to see that scrap.
Yeah, we can skip it.
Brendock, 16 years earlier. So Brendock must have out. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Hmm.
What light?
I thought he's about to jump that far now.
You know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Why did he pull his lightsaber out?
Huh?
I don't understand why he pulled his lightsaber out.
I don't know either. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. They sure made the Jedi look like dirt bags, buddy.
100%. 100%. Was not feeling that episode at all. Fighting was okay, but oh yes, the Crapolite. Who is this guy? Some little cat in there. Whatever. Oh yes, the Crapolite. Okay, we're talking about the show. What do you think, Danny?
It started off really slow. I got to the point where I was fighting sleep. But then it kind of picked up when he jumped on the speeder.
Mhm.
A lot of stuff, like they just took clips of the whatever episode it was and showed it, I think the second episode or the third episode, whatever it was. They could have saved all that and just start off, maybe get a little bit of explanation and then jump on the speeder. They could have started at the point where it was like the blood samples came back and they tested them
Mhm.
and they're very high. Like the first 15 minutes was stuff we already seen.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was saying.
Sometimes you can do recap, but it should have been faster. They could have did better editing on that.
100%. Because we didn't need to see them talking, the two twins talking and then doing the training again. Like we didn't need to see all that. We saw all of that before.
Yeah,
You know what
we
I mean?
need to see him looking at him in the woods and
Mhm.
the horn lady finding him and stuff. But she's
Mhm.
not. One thing this episode did tell me: the horn lady is the master, because she's not dead. She turned into that mist stuff.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt in my mind she's the master now.
Yeah. Makes sense. Also, we were talking about, and I know Shifty's theory. Oh, maybe Soul is the father, or this is the father. There's no father.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
They said that variant, whatever the variant is on that planet.
Yeah.
But I do believe that what they did, Palpatine and his master stumbled onto that, and that's how they did Anakin. I do believe that.
Well, they'll probably show something like that in the last episode. But for me, I just think for like a second to last episode, I get it. You want to tie up the story, but there
Yeah.
was a way better way you could have did that.
Yeah. I just think it was too long. The first 15 minutes could have been they could have given us more story and not end off where May started a fire. I would have ended
Mhm,
it off. I would have ended it a little bit different.
mhm.
This episode moved the story along, but man, it did it so long and dry.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree, and I also think it because I'm like, so while I'm watching all of this stuff, and I'm like, how are they still Jedi's then? And then you
Mhm.
come to find out at the end that she says,
They
but it's
lying.
just,
But you
I
would
don't
think
know.
that the council could sense all that deceit and stuff.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, you're
Yeah.
just gonna go and lie. Okay, yeah, well, this is what happened. Like, they're lying to the Jedi Council now. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, like, and the Jedi Council. So the Jedi Council don't know about the Sith, and they
But they
also
had
don't know
that's the
that
only way they could do it and not break canon. Because if they go back and tell the Jedi they were Sith, then that guy making that statement that the Sith hadn't been seen in a millennia wouldn't make
Mhm.
sense.
Oh no,
So
I
that's
agree with you. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I agree with you that, but I'm just saying the council doesn't know there's Sith around, and now they don't know that these Jedi's are lying to them. So either the council is very weak in the Force, or they're dumb.
Yeah.
You
This
know what I mean?
episode, they did a lot of I think they hurt themselves with this episode because now we know two things. The Horn Lady is the master.
Hmm.
If they hadn't seen Sith, that means both of them going to get killed.
Yeah, yeah, 100%,
So
100%. And we know now that May or Osha don't really need to die because they can just keep up the lie. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna lie and say this and that, and they can keep up the lie. And
but they can't do that because Quimir, he knows the truth. I guarantee he's gonna tell May that Soul kill your mama. Man that you trust so much, kill your mother. That's gonna push her to the dark side.
yeah,
And Soul may
yeah.
have to end up fighting and killing Osha.
I think maybe the two sisters fight each other. Maybe that because I don't know if Soul's gonna kill Osha. You know what I mean? Ooh,
Yeah. Quimir is gonna tell him the truth, and she gonna be mad. That's gonna push her to the dark side.
100%, 100%. And it didn't. I didn't personally understand why he lit his lightsaber like that,
Yeah, I don't
and
either.
then act shocked that he killed her. You know what I mean? Like, well, what were you trying to do? I don't get it. You know, so,
That was
maybe,
bad writing.
oh yeah,
She
100%.
didn't seem like a threat. By the time
At
she
all.
turned that mist, he went for a kill shot.
Mm-hmm.
You would think if she was intangible, that the thing would have went through, but I don't know whether that's hard to explain. But one thing they did show us too, they heard about the witches of Dathomir because they referred to them. I
Yeah,
think they're witches. You mean the witches of Dathomir?
yeah. And then
So,
they said no because so they're trying to, I guess, give people that don't really know establish that they're different witches, right? Because they never really told us that until now, right? So they let them know there's a different covenant, I guess.
yeah, this story, to me, if you follow it logically, it told a lot of. It ain't good story writing because you don't know how things going to end.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they got some big
Twist up their sleeve.
twist that you be like, okay, I didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
in order for it to make sense, they're going to have to die.
I agree.
The two Sith.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe May and Osha as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they have to die too, or I don't know. It's going to be weird. I'm going to be interested to see how they actually ended up. Very interesting. But personally, I like the fighting. The fighting was pretty good. You know what I mean? But
everybody was wanting to see the Wookiee fight. They saw that, and he wasn't no slouch.
yeah.
But The first 15, 20 minutes, I was really fighting sleep. I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be rough.
I feel you, Donnie. I feel you.
Yeah.
I was the same way.
I was like, please pick this up. They did.
So
But
do
I
you?
had to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it moved the story though. So
Yeah, it did. I just
and
think
it
they
got,
did it in a bad way. But
I
yeah.
agree, but it got us both wanting to see, okay, how they gonna do this next week. So it's they ain't good with the story, right? But they good with the intrigue. Like, how they gonna get out of this mess? Even though it ain't written very well, but like, what in the world? How they gonna fix this, or how they gonna do this? So I'm definitely interested in seeing how they gonna fix this next week, or get it so it makes sense and don't break canon.
So this is the question I was going to ask you before we go. Does it stick the landing? Do you think it's going to stick the
It
landing?
sticks the landing now, far as making you want to see the next episode. They got that in spades, but I'm trying to think
No.
how I can. I'm excited in the fact that I'm curious. It's more curiosity and excitement.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah.
G-Major
So
said this should have been a quick movie. Yeah, I think so too. Would have been
yeah,
better.
yeah.
But do you think next episode sticks the landing though?
I don't know, man. I'm scared of Disney Plus products, man. They usually don't stick the landing. I mean, I really thought, I keep sounding like a broken record. I really thought doggone Secret Invasion was going to do it, and it did. The only one to me that kind of stick the landing was Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I agree. So then we got this Agathol, a long one coming, and
But I'm kind of curious in that.
Really?
I am. But
I mean,
I was watching
I
Twitter saying that they trying to how you say, force Satanism on children, and he's definitely not going to watch it. I saw that on X today, and I was like, Satanism.
Oh, did he? Well, I don't know. I don't know about all of that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it looks like it's gonna be like a WandaVision type of show, and I'm like, I don't know.
But I enjoyed WandaVision.
Yeah, after the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, the first 3 episodes, it was crap. That black and white stuff, I did not like that. But the fourth one on, it got some of the same stuff. Like, what are they gonna do next? What are they gonna do next? So I mean, they got that. They got that appeal. What are they gonna do next? What's up, Rob? Did you watch it?
What's up, Rob? What you said? I just got here. He said he liked it.
The first 20 minutes was hard to watch, bro. I mean, I was fighting sleep because it was the same thing we saw. But after the point where they found like the midichlorian count from there on, it grabbed my attention. And then, like we said earlier, it definitely makes you want to see how they're gonna do this next week. Because right now, quickly recap what we said. This episode tells us several things. I definitely believe the Master is the Horn Lady. She was never killed. She went to that mist stuff. If they're gonna stick the canon and say the Sith that been seen in the millennia, then that means both them bad boys gonna have to die. So right then and there, that's bad storytelling because we shouldn't know whether they're gonna die or not. But in order for canon to stay in place, and for that man to say in what's the first episode? The Phantom Menace that the Sith hasn't been seen in the millennia, then that means that when they go back there, the Jedi lie, that the 2 Sith are killed, and nobody knows about it. But they didn't show that green lady, so I'm curious about her.
Yeah, she's gonna be in the next episode. Yeah. He said it was a different point of view from episode 4. I agree. The only problem that I had with it is that they kept showing things that we've seen already, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think they needed to do that. Like, we could have seen that they were watching, but we didn't have to get a rehash of them arguing.
What they should have done, they should have played that in the recap. They could have put that in the recap and keep everybody up, and then they could have started from the point of, okay, we got the blood test, and let's call Coruscant and see what the High Council said, and then go from there. The first 15 minutes was just it was a point of view difference, but it pretty much showed us the same scenes we saw in the 4th episode of everything. And if you tune in and watch this, you don't need to see that again because you already did it.
I agree. He said only one episode left. How are they going to explain the Acolyte guy and wrap everything up in one episode? That's the problem. And I think that's the problem that the Marvel shows have and the Disney shows have, is that they try to cram everything into one last episode. And the last episode is going to be like, what, the same as this, like 40 minutes?
Very
You know
disjointed.
what I mean?
Yeah, I did, but I will say this went fast. I was like, man,
Yeah. Yeah, it did go by
it
fast.
was boring, but it went fast. I was like, because the other episodes last a little bit longer, but I don't see how they're gonna do all that. They should have saved the finale for at least an hour, maybe a little
Yeah.
bit, hour and 10, hour 15, something like that. I would have put all my eggs in that basket and make sure everything. But I hope they don't leave it off to like interpretation,
Right.
like you
And they give us definitive answers.
Yeah, give us a definitive answer.
And I agree. He said, honestly, the flashback was good. I thought it was only going to be half the episode, but no, the whole freaking episode again. Yeah, I agree with you. You know what I mean? And like we said earlier, I think they could have done it in a better way.
Mm-hmm.
My issues, again, I don't like the Jedi lying. You know what I mean? That's a problem for me.
They really make them look bad.
Yeah, I don't like them lying like that. I'm like, oh no, we're just gonna lie to the council and tell them this and that. I don't know.
But I got a feeling they're gonna seal this maybe in like a Jedi holocron or something. Yoda knows this happened. There's no doubt in my mind. Yoda knows this happened. Then when he becomes the Grand Master, that's when he make all these changes with the Jedi and that kind of stuff. Somebody knows. I don't know whether the Green Lady, but what I would do if it was me, do whatever they do, and in the last part, maybe after seeing credit, I would have like maybe Yoda's like, this is something we can't never reveal, and whatever way he talks or something, or this lie must stay buried or something like this, or this must never, the Sith must never be discussed again. I would do something like that.
Yeah,
maybe like 30 seconds. Then that way, it'll make sense to slide into the Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I personally don't want Yoda to know or any of the Jedi to know, because again, then it's like, you keeping secrets from everybody else in the council and stuff like that. So not really too fond of that. But I do agree, like if they all die and they never get back to the council and tell them what happened, then I'll be like, okay, then I can agree with that. You know what I mean? I'll be like, okay, they all died, so that's why they don't understand that, or I know that the Sith are around, So
yeah.
So 10 of us will likely be in next week's episode. And next week, the dude played Martian Manhunter in Supergirl has a major mystery role. I got you. To be fair, Jedi have a lot of issues, no different from good cops, bad cops. I like the Jedi has layers. Lucas explored this in the prequels with Qui-Gon Jinn and Dooku. Yeah, but they never lied, though. You know what I mean? At least from what I can remember, I don't think they ever lied. They had issues 100%, but the lying, that to me is a path to the dark side. You know what I mean? Lying, hate, your obsessions, all that to me are things that lead to the dark side. So that's why I have a problem with them lying, because it's kind of dark side element, the dark side lies, right? They say it in the movies, the dark side, they manipulate your mind. They're the ones that lie. So the Jedi shouldn't be lying.
Well, in the Clone Wars, Obi-Wan knew that Padme and Anakin was talking.
He had an idea, but I wouldn't say he knew for sure.
Because on one of them episodes, I remember him saying Anakin was trying to sneak talk to Padme, and he's like, tell Padme I said hello. So he knew. He knew.
Right. He may have
not in the Phantom Menace, I don't think he knew.
No, but knowing and having proof are two different things, right? He may have known but never had no proof. So until you actually have proof, you don't bring it to court or the council or whatever, So yeah, he probably did have an idea, I just don't think he had proof that he was, you know?
Mm.
I hate this gosh darn folk. What up, Nindroid? Well, technically, they are not lying. Mara said started a fire and everyone died. They never said that May killed everyone. They just told basics. They don't. Yeah, but you see, what she says too is that, Soul says he's going to, because Soul, they were the ones that started it.
Yeah,
If
Soul
they,
said he said he was going to throw himself at the mercy of the court. She said, "Why are you going to do that?"
right,
So,
because they started it. If they don't go back to going to get the girls, is when
yeah,
Trinity told them not to, and the council told them not to,
see, that,
then
that
they
ain't
have this problem.
that ain't believable neither. So this Padawan, he's so bored, he ready to go back to Coruscant. Then when they said something about the verdicts, he all fired up and
Yeah,
going to disobey his Padawan and jump on there. And then she told Soul to catch him, but then when Soul gets there, he convinces him to help him. So that
yeah. I that's what I'm saying. It's like the Jedi are showing a lot of dark side traits, right? You know, obsession and oh, I want to get back to Coruscant. I don't like it here and this and that, and they're just going to do whatever they want to do, or at least some of them to get back to Coruscant. And I don't feel it, to be honest
yeah,
with you.
yeah, they made him look pretty.
She said, I don't hate it, but it's sitting as second worst live action show so far, despite having that amazing saber battle. Yeah, the battle was good. I can't lie about that. I miss Ahsoka. I miss Andor. I miss Star Wars. Said, it's not far fetched that some Jedi hold information. Not all Jedi are good. It explains why they all left the Order and went into solitude. Yeah, again, I agree
Although
with you.
Soul, he didn't.
Right. I just don't. I agree with you. They may hold back information, or they may not tell it until they get the actual facts. But I just don't remember them bold faced lying like that.
Yeah,
You know?
this is a major cover up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like the inspiration, but that's just me. I see what they went for. But if others don't like it, then I understand that part as well. Just works for me. I get it. That's fine. You know what I mean? I understand if it works for you. That's great. And like I said, it's in the show's giving you intrigue to, I guess, want you to let you know how it all wraps up in the end. But I just
Mhm.
think the writing is horrible. Like the writing, I really believe is horrible. And I think and I said this before earlier, I think still it would have worked better as a movie. If you had done this as a movie, I think it would
Yeah,
have worked better.
I just
Or
think
yeah, go ahead.
this episode right here, it sets up too much stuff. Or what it reveals to you, if you follow it logically, you know for a fact it should never they should have never shown that guy, whatever his name is, with the pointy head. They should have never put that in.
Yeah. I agree.
Because now I got
I,
people saying, "Well, how is he here now and not know about the seer?" They kind of wrote themselves into a corner, so to speak. They shouldn't have done that. If they wouldn't
I
have done
agree.
that, everything would have been good. But now that's the main thing. So if they really watching and paying attention, this next episode is going to have to, in order to keep that secret, you know that the two Sith are going to have to die. I definitely believe it's the Horn Lady and Quimir. I mean, I don't know whether Osha and May going to live or not either. It's hard to say.
hmm The weakest part of the show is the twins. Yeah, 100%. They are bad. It's a
Even the little
recap with
girl
different
twins are bad.
characters. Yeah, yeah. They'd still be stuck with all the bad actors playing the twins, 100%. Yeah, Mindy. Yeah. I agree. The writing is horrible. It's super basic storytelling. It's like a Tom Clancy novel versus James Patterson novel. Yeah, I agree. It's a young adults show. Yeah, it is. But for me, I just when I'm watching shows that I think have really good writing, The Boys, you know what I mean? The one I'm watching now is Supercell, and if you guys ain't watching that, check that out on Netflix. The writing is really good on that show and those shows. So when I watch this, it's just,
Right, the writing on House of Dragon, bro. This last week episode, whew.
yeah, I hear everybody's talking about it. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking about it. So
When you can cheer in one breath and cry in the next,
facts.
I was like, yes, no, oh. No.
Well, again, I haven't got into the show yet, but I hear everybody talking about
You watch
the
it, bro.
last episode, how it was really good and stuff like that.
Well,
Ninja is better than Rise of Skywalker. Man, I think anything is, well, maybe except Book of Boba Fett, but anything is pretty much better than Rise of Skywalker. Even with the bad writing and the, again, like I said, we now know that
the
these twins
lightsaber scene save it.
yeah, pretty much, because we now know that these twins were created by the Force. We know that they're actually Sith, and it's not just like you said, Knights of Ren or anything like that, like the things that come up.
And we know the witches of Dathomir, whatever name, they exist because they made reference to them.
Yeah.
So they're using parts of canon and EU. They're cherry picking, which I don't have a problem cherry picking.
Neither do I. I just wish it was a little bit of a better story.
More
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because if you think about it, really, when it comes to Disney Star Wars, the fighting in this show is better than anything they've done.
Yeah.
You know,
the fighting in a TV show is better than a movie.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 100%. You know, so it has positives. It really does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not one of those guys that are running around crying about, oh, the show is this and the show is that. I just want to see a good show. I don't care if it's led by women. I don't care if it's led by gay women or whatever. I just want to see a good show. And
the main negative thing about this show, this series, is the writing is crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
The best thing about it is that they have stuck the landing, and every week they made me, I can't speak for everybody, want to see the next episode. A lot of the Disney shows, you'd be like, oh my Lord. A case in point, She-Hulk. I was like, oh my Lord, I gotta watch this. Really? But this show, I can honestly say, after every episode, I want to watch the next one. I wish they would, if not make it a movie, I wish they would have dropped all 8 episodes at the same time.
I agree, 100%. And then that way, I think you would have less of an issue with the scene, like the boring parts of the show, because it would be just one continuous show and be like, okay, that's kind of slow. But
then you could have fast forward through the first 15 minutes of this and not miss a thing. Yeah,
I agree. That was a quick best lightsaber battle in Disney Star Wars. Rise of Skywalker actually felt like Star Wars. At some points, Nindroid, it did. I agree with you. At the beginning of the movie, it really felt like Star Wars. But then I think it went off the trails after that.
And this show, too, has stuck the landing for it. The music sounds Star Wars. And the way they keep flipping back. Well, this episode, they didn't do it. But, like, when it's an action scene, like last week, they kept when they were telling a story, they're telling 2 different stories simultaneously. And they keep going back. That's classic Star Wars. So we would see what Darth Vader and Boba Fett and Han and Luke was doing. And then they would flip back to where Luke was training on Dagobah with Yoda. They would flip back to see what Leia and them was doing. So I saw shades of that in last week's episode.
And I'll be honest with you, because usually the music stands out. I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with the music in the show. I don't. I've actually never really. Oh, that doesn't sound like Star Wars movie music, you know. But every other show, Star Wars show, I have had an issue with the music. So this one's doing a good job there too, as well. I don't have an issue with it.
I think that this is the best one for us, closest to the original Star Wars TV show for us, the feel of it, the look of it. If I'm being honest, and I know it might be a hot take, these lightsaber battles are better than any one of the first 3.
Stop it.
I'm not lying.
Stop it. Don't go there, Danny. Don't go there. Don't go
The
there.
only one I might give you is Luke and Darth Vader, but this is way better than Darth and Obi-Wan. You know
Okay,
it
for
is.
sure, of course.
This is
That
better. This,
lightsaber battle was man.
yeah, and this is better than when Luke was on the desert in Tatooine. The only one that it might that can hold a stick to it, a count to it, is Darth and Luke. That's
So
it. There is
the
no other
desert,
lightsaber.
well, the desert in Tatooine, he wasn't really having a lightsaber
Yeah,
battle. He
but
was just
it's
using it. So,
yeah.
I,
But
I,
there ain't,
but it's not better than the lightsaber battle in Empire Strikes Back with Darth Vader and Luke, and it's not better than Return of the Jedi lightsaber battle with Luke. No, I can't do that one.
no.
I can't do that one. And I'm sorry. So I think the biggest issue is you have to wait for answers. You notice we have questions after an episode, and the very next episode they explain it. I think they actually did a good job. Well, I agree with you. That's why I said it's like intrigue where we want to know how it ends. You know what I mean? Like we want to know. Okay, let's see this. So I agree with that. Um, again, the biggest issue with the show is hands down the writing. I love the music in this show. It's the closest Star Wars movie music in any of the shows, 100%.
We agree.
Danny, bro, that Vader Obi-Wan fight on the Death Star was amazing.
I don't know what you talking about the fan made one? Yeah, the fan made one was awesome. I'll give you that. If they could take out that original one and put the fan made in, I'd be like, okay, I agree with you. But
I kind of wish they would do that, or at least someone would make a cut and do that. I wish they would. You know what I mean? And listen, that lightsaber, first off, it's the epicness of the lightsaber battle because that's the first time we get to see a lightsaber battle in a Star Wars movie, right? So there's epicness there. But I say that Empire
later,
Strikes
Robert.
Back. Peace, Robert. Have a good one, man. Have a good one, brother. But I think Empire Strikes Back, where Luke and Vader are fighting for that first time, man, to me, that lightsaber battle,
Don't
I'd
you
say
say it because you lie.
is the second best.
It's not better than Maul fighting Obi-Wan and
I think
Qui-Gon.
it is.
No,
I think it is.
no
The
way.
only lightsaber battle I like better than it is the Obi-Wan and Anakin and
Bro,
Revenge of the Sith.
it ain't even better than Dooku and Yoda.
Yes, it is.
No, and it's
Yes,
definitely not better than when Anakin and fought Dooku the second time and killed his hands and his head off.
yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. I have issues with that fight too. I don't like the way I know they had to get Obi-Wan out of the fight. I don't like the way they did it. And I think there's parts in those prequel fight scenes that I think I don't like. Like when George Lucas shows their face and you just see the lightsaber going around. I hate that scene. I don't like it at all. I think it's useless. You know what I mean? And I think he does that like 2 times in Attack of the Clones, and I'm just like, nah, I don't like that. But
And you mean to tell me it's better than when Obi-Wan fought General Grievous?
yes. 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 Because they were too quick though, right? He pulls up the lightsaber.
That just show you how bad Obi-Wan was.
Yeah, but then you don't really get to see a good fight, right? Okay, I'm gonna explain the fight to you. He takes out his lightsaber, Grievous takes out his. They go, cuts off one arm, cuts off another arm. Grievous takes off and runs. I'm like, you know what I mean? It's not really a good lightsaber battle. It was more about the chase than the lightsaber battle for me in that one. So I don't know. The 2 Luke Vader fights are great. The only decent saber fight in the prequel trilogy was Obi-Wan versus Maul. Wait, will you say that's the only decent one? No, that is incorrect.
When Obi-Wan and fought Anakin on that Mustafar?
Yeah, she said the rest are overkill. No.
That is the best.
It is. And I do have issues with that fight too. I hate when they climb up the scaffold thing. Like the thing that's falling down into the lava. They're climbing.
There's no way they could survive that hot lava like that. That ain't
Right.
real.
And the way they're climbing up and slashing each other from one's on top, one's on bottom. Yeah, I don't like that part. I think it's a little bit too out of hand on that part, you know. And then they kind of swinging on these ropes, and then I'm like, eh. But other than that, like that first part of the fight where they're from the start and they're going through the rooms and just that is some of the best lightsaber battles ever, and no Star Wars movie has ever been able to duplicate that. Yoda versus Dooku was all right.
That was
Over
epic. Nigga. Nobody ever seen Yoda fight. Like, what is he gonna do? That little circus star, like karate flipping, and
I agree, it's good, but a lot of people say he's a Mexican jumping bean. You know what I mean? Like that's what they call Yoda in that fight scene. Like, oh, you like the Mexican jumping bean fight? Yes, I do. I do. But
nobody
again,
think Yoda can move like that. I know I didn't.
I agree
Like,
100%.
where else he flipping and doing all this crazy stuff?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. That was tight. Everyone cheered on that one. When Yoda came out, mine too. My theater went crazy. They went crazy. I hate Revenge of the Sith fight. What?
Yeah.
It's soulless.
Oh my Lord.
I disagree.
Sometimes when I think shit to be operating on all cylinders, and then he'll say something like this, I'll be like,
make you want to curse, eh, Daddy?
Not curse, just shake my head.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. It's like the sub-sword fight in Crystal Skull. Wait, what? Don't compare nothing to a fight in Crystal Skull, bro. Come on. Oh, the stupid fight. No, don't do that. I'm Mexican and I don't see it as a jumping bean. And that's what they say. Like you go watch it all. Like I think it's either Mike and possibly Lunga. I'm not really sure about Lunga for sure, but I know Mike for sure. He calls it a Mexican jumping bean Yoda for sure. I wish Yoda just used force push and throw moves and didn't jump around. Yeah, but Yoda's like what, 3 feet? You gotta find a way that he's able to fight. I think they did a better job in Revenge of the Sith because he did a few jumping around, but not as much as in um, Attack of the Clones. And I think George Lucas learned, okay, I'll tone it down a little bit, but that scene was epic. I don't care what anybody says. That was epic.
Yep.
But with that being said, guys, thank you all for popping in. Make sure to check out the round table. I'm gonna try and do a boys round table sometime this week. We'll see when that gets too off. But if not, we'll definitely talk about the whole series as a whole when it's done or something like that. Danny, shout out to people. Let them know where they can find you, sir.
Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. In fact, I gotta get on my pad and write what I want to talk about. And you find me on Friday morning, the same thing. You'll find me Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on Storms Live and at 8 p.m. on this channel. Doing the roundtable for the Acolyte. And hang out sometime on Wednesdays and sometime every blue moon I'm on the OC with Nzo. So I'm trying to be a little bit everywhere.
Absolutely. Can't wait for
you must be doing the Acolyte roundtable because I'm not. I would definitely be a guest on that.
I'll have to watch the first episode before I decide if I'm gonna do it, unless Chris wants to do it. But and he has the stuff fixed up. Obviously, if he doesn't, he won't be able to do it. So it would probably fall on me and Danny. Danny just said no, so I'd do it. But I gotta watch the first episode first because you know what I mean. Like if it's bad, I might not even want to stick with it. So
I'm gonna watch it because I think she's an entertaining actress. I like her. So I think it's going to be entertaining. I think the first episode might be kind of I think it's going to be one of those, and don't quote me. Like the more it plays, the better it gets, the more interesting it gets. But sometimes you just gotta watch. Because like I said, man, it took me like 5 or 6 years to watch Game of Thrones. I never could get past the first. But if you can just kind of get past it, I think it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, I'll probably still watch it, like the whole thing. You know what I mean? But like, if we're not doing a roundtable, it's not going to be a rush to like, oh, I gotta watch this.
No. I'm gonna have to be really interested in the IP to do a roundtable. I was interested in this because it's a lot of work, extra work, and it's kind of burden on you because I know I can't do them. I can't make those intros and stuff, and then getting setting up the stuff and then trying to get that stuff and set aside time during the week, and so
it kind of is, but we partners, so I'll do it. You know what I mean? It's no problem with that. Anik, we actually are doing a roundtable for the boys, right? So just got to figure out a day I'm going to do it this week, but we're definitely doing that. Go check the channel. We actually did the first 2 episodes. So I don't know, maybe we'll do the next 2. I don't know. If not, we're going to do like a whole series review of it. So either or, there's going to be definitely some boy stuff coming up. And I may even be thinking about doing the Supercell one. If you guys are watching that, I know Ryan and them watched it. They liked it. Danny watches it. More people watch it and finish it because it's all out there. So we could probably do something on that too. But you should watch Farscape. It's a lot like Star Wars.
I used to watch Farscape. It was okay.
I used to watch it too. Not bad. Well, with that being said, guys, we will see you on the next one. Peace, love, and hair grease. Thank you for coming. Take care, y'all.
Alright, real bad man, now we paper guns. We take dancing to a higher rank. With pen pound and with pen frank. Janaba new dance and a Jamaica and drunk. Yes, on the river, on the bank. Kick out the shoes because you put them your camp. Snake in the river, on the bank. Janaba new dance and a Jamaica and Bronx. Yeah, down the flank, we a go down the flank. Like a baller, we go down the flank. You're cheap, pretty, young, get in your